Yes, sir. The soft skill that shapes civil service careers. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If this is your first time here, then welcome to the #1 place for civil services exam preparation. And today's video will be very special because we are going to talk about that one soft skill which, if you have, can shape your career in civil services, can help you to get into the next stage from one stage to another. So without any further delay, let's dive into this video. And the word for the day is yes, sir. At least that's what I'm going to focus on. Now, this particular word is very interesting because it actually has two parts to it. It has yes and it has sir. So we will talk about both of these words and how they are important in civil services exam. So let's start with the first part of the word, which is yes. Now, when you say yes, it means you are agreeing to something. So when an examiner or an interview board asks you something and you agree to it, what do you say? You say yes. Very simple, right? But there's something more to it than just saying yes. The way you say yes matters. There are so many ways to say yes. You can say yes, sir, yes, ma'am, haha, jida, daha, daha. What would you say? Which one of these is the most professional one? When you are a civil servant or when you are aspiring to become a civil servant, the way you communicate does matter. It shows your upbringing, it shows your values, it shows your manners, it shows who you are as a person. Now, if you are saying yes, just saying yes can also mean that you are being disrespectful. Why? Because you are agreeing, but you are not showing respect to the person with whom you are agreeing. So if you're saying yes, you must show respect. How do you do that? By adding sir or ma'am at the end of it. So when you're saying yes, you must add sir or ma'am to it. Now, what if you're not saying yes? What if you're saying something else? What if you're disagreeing to something? In that case, you must still remain respectful. So instead of saying no, which may sound very harsh, what you can do is you can say, I don't agree, sir. This shows that yes, you have a different opinion, but you're still respectful of the person sitting on the other side. Now, the second part of our word for the day is sir. Now, this is an interesting word because this is actually a title. It is a title given to somebody who deserves it. Who deserves what? The person who has more experience, the person who has more knowledge, the person who is senior to you. So you show respect to him by calling him sir. Same is the case with ma'am. So when you're saying yes, you're saying yes, sir, yes, ma'am. When you're disagreeing, you're saying, I disagree, sir, I don't agree, ma'am. So, sir and ma'am are titles given to people who deserve it. In fact, I would say that not only examiners or the interview board or the person who is senior to you deserves this respect, but even the person who is junior to you also deserves respect. So when you are talking to a person who is junior to you, what would you call them? Would you call them, hey, you come here, do this work? Would you call them brother, sister, bhaiya, didi? Or would you call them sir or ma'am? So it doesn't matter whether the person is senior to you or junior to you. What you must do is you must show respect to them. And how do you show that respect? By saying sir and ma'am. And not only that, not only sir and ma'am, you can also use these words in sentences. For example, if you want to ask somebody to pass you the water bottle, what would you say? Would you say, pass me the water bottle? Or would you say, sir, could you please pass me the water bottle? So not only can you use sir and ma'am as a title, but you can also use it in a sentence. So you can say, could you please pass me the water bottle, sir? Could you please pass me the file, ma'am? Now, why am I telling you all this? Why is this even important? Why is it important to say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am? Because civil services exams are not just about the information that you have. Yes, they are about the information that you have, but they are also about how you carry yourself. They are also about what kind of a person you are. Are you disciplined? Are you respectful? Do you have good manners? Do you know how to talk to people? All of these things are tested in the interviews. They are also tested in the mains. Even your answers in the mains are checked on the basis of these things. So if you want to score good marks in your ethics essay, remember to show these qualities. Show that you are a person with good values, a person with good manners, a person who respects everyone around him. And how do you do that? By saying, yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. Now, this particular word has another meaning as well. It has another dimension to it, which is not just about saying, yes, sir, verbally, but it is also about the attitude you carry within yourself. What do I mean by that? You might be wondering. Let me explain this to you. So not only should you say, yes, sir, verbally, but you should also be a yes, sir at heart. What do I mean by that? I mean that you should always be ready to learn. You should always be ready to take instructions. You should always be ready to listen to people, even if they are junior to you. Because what they might lack in terms of experience, they might compensate it with their new ideas, with their creativity. So be open to learning from them as well. Just because you are a civil servant, just because you are an officer, you should not think that you are too big to learn from people. No, this attitude will not do you any good. Instead, always keep a student's mindset. Always keep a mindset of a person who is eager to learn, who is always ready to take instructions, who is always ready to say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. And this brings me to the next point, which is about shapes. Now, what do you mean by shapes? We all know what shapes means. We all know that shapes means geometrical figures. But in the context of today's video, shapes means the shape of your career. It means the direction your career is going to take. It means what kind of a person you are going to become. So when you are saying, yes, sir, you are shaping your career. When you are saying, yes, sir, you are shaping the kind of person you are going to become. So if you want to be a civil servant with a good career graph, if you want to be a civil servant who is respected by everybody, who is liked by everybody, then always remember to say, yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. Always remember to be respectful. Always remember to be disciplined, and this will shape your career. Trust me, this will make a huge difference, not only in your civil services exam, but also in your life in general. So whenever you are talking to somebody, always ask yourself, am I being respectful? Am I being polite? Am I saying please and thank you? Am I saying sir and ma'am? Am I using these words correctly? If yes, then you are doing great. And if not, then remember this video. Remember the word for the day, which is yes, sir. And lastly, this brings me to the last point of today's video, which is about civil service careers. Now, what do I mean by civil service careers? I mean the career progression you're going to make once you get into the civil services. What kind of services will you offer to the nation? What kind of work will you do? What kind of impact will you make? So when you are saying, yes, sir, you are also thinking about the kind of career you want to make, the kind of impact you want to make. So if you want to make a lasting impact, if you want to be remembered as a good civil servant, then always remember to say, yes, sir. Always remember to be respectful. Always remember to be disciplined. And this will shape your career. Trust me, this will make a huge difference, not only in your civil services exam, but also in your life in general. So this brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you liked today's video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, then hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button right now. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Take care, keep shining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.